Hello, anybody that's currently watching. I just thought I would pop on for a little live stream. I've never done it from my phone before, so this is quite a good experiment. I'll just wait until a couple of people are on the live stream before I get chatting away. I'm just gonna have my cup of tea. See if anybody's there. Is there anybody watching yet? Oh, someone's put a like. Thank you. Someone's put a like, so there must be someone. Oh, hi, there is somebody watching. I thought I would put just pop on for a live stream now that I've had a bath. I'm really a bit peed off that the spa roleplay video didn't upload this evening, and I know I shouldn't beat myself up about it because it's out of my control, and there's not a lot I can do about it. And it's not like I'm a huge YouTuber, like it depends on the uploads and everything, but I just didn't want to let you guys down. So I'm really miffed that basically that didn't happen this evening. So that's why I'm here for a little live stream, just to make up for that instead. So yeah, I tried to get it uploaded from yesterday morning. It started uploading, and then it would get through to like halfway through the upload, and it would say yeah, it's got like only like an hour left to upload, and then it looked like it would be fine, and then it would just say upload cancelled, and it would just do this again and again and again. I've tried at least 20 to 30 times re-clicking the upload button. Hello Felicity. I think you're the only one watching. But yeah, I just thought I would just pop on for a live stream because I'm annoyed that my video didn't work. Oh, someone else is here as well. Hi. Yeah, so my problem is that when I get stressed and I get really into something, I like do it like 200%, which I know is not a real number. And I overdo it, and then when it doesn't work, I beat myself up. And now my fibre has kicked in, my fibromyalgia. I get like body pain like all over. Hi. I know, it's silly. I know I shouldn't get stressed, and it's like David said to me earlier. He said, you do this for fun, like for enjoyment, not for any other reason. Stop beating yourself up about it. It's just so stupid. Like, there's no reason why the video shouldn't have uploaded. I've changed everything you can change about a video to try and get it to work. Yeah, I changed the actual video quality to literally crap so that it would maybe upload, and it said yeah, it's only like a gigabyte video now rather than 3 gigabytes. So I thought, well, okay, that will upload. No, it did. After half an hour of trying to upload, that didn't work either, and I've tried this back and forth for the last 2 days and it just won't do it. It's weird because I tried uploading a different video, a 5-minute video, to my patrons, to the higher tier one, which I managed to do, and that uploaded fine. But as soon as it's a longer video, it doesn't matter how high quality it is, it just keeps breaking. And I checked my internet connection, and my internet connection's fine, and it says it's actually very fast. So I've tried all the usual tricks, and it's not working. I tried deleting parts of the video. I know, I just beat myself up financially silly. But yeah, I listen to ASMR to help me relax. And that's why I've come onto the live stream, because I find giving ASMR to other people really relaxing, which is why I wanted to see people this evening. Because I think I'm getting so into it now that I'm really missing that engagement with everybody who's like watching the videos. So I miss like being on there when it's premiering and talking to people and stuff, and I didn't want to miss out on that this evening as well. So that was like making me feel a bit crappy too. I don't know if any of my subscribers or anyone watching also suffers with fibromyalgia and has any tips at all. I've had it for a long time now. and it will go away for months and then it'll just randomly reappear. It's normally when I've done something that's frustrating or tiring me out. But I overdo things, that's my problem. How is everybody this evening? Send me some messages. I promise, well, if that video itself doesn't work, I'll just have to redo it, and I feel like there's like an error in the code somewhere. Like, it's got something wrong with it, because other videos are uploading to other stuff. I don't know why it would do that. It's really strange. It's really strange. I got my hair in towel. Just got out of the bath. I lit some nice candles and put some eucalyptus oil in my bath, and so I'm feeling much better now. But my plan is that I do have another video to edit, which is the gemstone one, which goes through some of my gemstone collection. And I think, oh, almost burnt my hand on a candle. I think I might try and upload that one tomorrow if the spa one's still not working. And if that one works and this one doesn't, then that just proves there's something wrong with the coding of it or something. I don't know if that's even a thing that can be wrong, but I think there's something inherently wrong that is tripping out my computer for some reason. I don't know why. Stupid. Because do you know what? It was the longest video I've ever made. But then I cut it down to half the length when it wasn't uploading. And it still wouldn't do it, so it's not even that. Who knows? I thought I'd get into bed, get nice and cozy, and read some of my Reiki training stuff. I've probably overbeen doing it with that as well. But yeah. So what have people been up to today? I know Sundays, I always find Sunday evenings difficult day, I guess. And I wonder whether other people do too. Like if you've got work tomorrow, it's the day that I listen and watch ASMR the most. So I wonder whether you really need some ASMR this evening. And let me know what's the sound like on my phone, because I've never used my phone to record for ASMR stuff before. I have no idea if it's any good. I have no idea if my voice picks up okay, but yeah. So I actually did some, I don't know if people watch my other YouTube channel or used to, because I used to put stuff up on Tinkertail. It's called Tinkertail, yeah. For a few years, and that has all my Japanese fashion, my J fashion, my alternative fashion stuff, and like kawaii collections, and now my hair looks stupid. And for my patrons, like my high tier patrons, I decided I'm gonna start using some of my outfits and stuff again, and like really go through some of the acts. I've got so much collections and things that I'm interested in. So hey Felicity, sounds good. I'm being relaxed, cleaning, and now listening to you, catching up. Thank you. Funnily enough, my other channel, my J Fashion channel, it requires a lot of work to make those videos, and I never got a lot back from it, which is what kind of like, I know it's sad, but why I didn't keep doing it. And funnily enough, the last video I ever recorded for that channel, I recorded the day I found out I was pregnant with Arthur, and I've never uploaded that video because I've never got around to it. It's almost like my head like switched from that being my obsession and my interest to then having a baby, and like all of that kind of got lost, and I haven't even like touched like my Lolita dresses. Yeah, it's really weird, but literally within the last couple of weeks, my husband and I have like done up our spare room so that we've now got all of our anime figures and manga figures on display, and our manga books and graphic novels and gaming. Like my husband collects retro games consoles, and we just got it kind of like looking better. So I feel like I'm getting back into it and more interested in it again. I don't think I'll be buying any more Lolita dresses for a while because I can't afford to do that. There is no way I can afford to do that at the moment. And also with like being pregnant, I couldn't even wear my Lolita dresses. They are so tight. I have to be a really good size to be able to wear my Lolita dresses. So I've been gradually working towards that. So at some point, I will do more, and I might just try and edit that video of the last dress I bought. It was funny because that dress arrived the day I did the pregnancy test and it was positive. That was really peculiar, and I just forgot about it. But yeah, so that's my other channel. I used to put a lot more effort. Not effort because I do put effort into these videos, but they were took a lot more. I had them a lot more fun and colourful, and used a lot of props and outfits and makeup and so many different ideas. It was brilliant. It was really good. I really enjoyed doing it. So yeah, maybe I could get back into it occasionally. But I do quite like how I'm doing little snippets of that for my patrons. So yeah, it's something a bit different anyway. One day I'm wondering whether I should do Twitch. Is Twitch? It's Twitch, yeah. At some point, and do like some gaming stuff, but I have too many projects, I have too many ideas, things I want to do. So anyone who's on here, what are your favourite types of ASMR? My personal favourites are eye examination ones. Yeah, Twitch is very, very cool. I just feel like it might be oversaturated. That's the only reason. I mean, I would love to do it. I mean, if this if I had lots of like followers one day, then it might be worth me like doing some Twitch stuff as well, because people could follow me on there. But yeah, too many ideas and not enough time in the world. But yeah, my favourite ASMR videos are ones I like crystal healing ones, Reiki. I like anything with crystals, anything with like the moon and the phases of the moon, and like pagan rituals and things like that, like witchy ones. Role plays and real stuff too. I found a really good Reiki master. I'm not gonna remember his name now. If I remember it, I'll write it down in the comments below. And he does some fantastic Reiki ASMR videos because he is a real Reiki practitioner. But yeah, he's got the brilliant voice. It's absolutely fantastic, and he follows the Reiki to a T as to how it should be done in an actual session. So he's actually quite inspiring me at the moment. I don't want to bore people who are not interested in Reiki by talking about it all the time. But yeah, so maybe I should just do like a little bit of roleplay now, and I think I will just do some like general healing, like personal attention, like on this little live stream, probably for like the next like 10 minutes or so. So you've got at least a kind of normal length video for tonight. So yeah, and if you want to pop me any questions or anything you specifically like in my videos as I'm doing this, I'll try and incorporate it into this little mini roleplay. I think it might be like a soothing you for bed person. Yeah, keep in. Yeah. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. Well, let me soothe your aura a bit and see if I can help you relax a little bit. Yeah, cool. You don't need to worry about tomorrow, it's okay. I know there's a lot of things going on at the moment. It's really difficult, isn't it? Yeah. It will be okay. Just take it day by day. It's alright. You'll be okay. Yeah, I find I need to really like think in the moment. If I think too hard about things and get overwhelmed, then it doesn't really help. You need to just take it moment by moment. Like this next week for me is quite a difficult one because my husband is going back to work after being on furlough for a long time, some deep breaths in with me and out with me now, okay? Deep breath in and out, and in and out. And imagine yourself walking along the beach. Imagine the shore coming in across the pebbles, and listen to the water, the waves coming up the beach, and then listen as it trickles, as it trickles back down the beach again, back over those little pebbles, back over the shells and the sand, and the little crabs that are scurrying to and fro across the beach. And now imagine the wave coming in. The wave is coming in. And it's coming up to your toes, which are bare upon the sand. And it tickles your toes. It tickles your toes as the waves brush over them. The water is warm and tickly and soft, and it comforts you as it brushes over your skin. And as the waves go back out again, they trickle back over the pebbles, over the seashells, over the periwinkles, over past the rocks, and it goes far out. And then the energy of the sea builds up again, and it comes in and it comes closer and closer until you can feel the energy of the sea around you. It's you're ankle deep in the water, and the water is warm and comforting, and you walk through the water and you feel your feet slowly sink into the sand around you, slowly sinking into the sand. And it feels warm and it feels comforting, and the sand is holding you. It's not pulling you down, it's just holding you there. And you feel your feet release as you bring them back out of the sand, and you walk further across the shore. In the distance, you can see a little hut on the beach at the far end, so you aim to walk there, step by step, across the warm and soothing sand. And as you walk across the beach, the sand tickles your toes, and the seagulls fly overhead. The seagulls screech around you, but they leave you alone and they give you some space. A dog barks at the other end of the beach, and you can see it playing on the sand. The owner's there with it, playing with a ball, as the dog bounds up the beach. The dog is having a lot of fun, returning the ball to its owner. As you walk along, you take notice of all the small things. You take notice of how you feel, the warmth around you. You take notice of the colour of the sky, the bright turquoisey blue. And you look towards the sea, and you notice how calm it is, and you see the twinkles of light upon the surface of the waves. You walk across the sand, and you feel the shells beneath your soles of your feet as they dig in gently into the soles. You're holding your sandals in one hand, and there's nothing in the other. You take your hand and you brush it gently through your hair, and you hold your hand out and you feel the gentle breeze blowing through your fingertips. It's such a beautiful day, and there's no care you have in the world. algae and seaweed, and little fish and shrimp. And the shrimp are scurrying about beneath the seaweed. The seaweed floats in the water, and beneath the seaweed a little goby fish hides. He pokes his head out, his eyes peering around, and he looks out and is startled by the little shrimp. He scurries back under and finds a little rock underneath to hide. You put your hand into the cool pool, which is cooler than the sea. And in the little pool, you see that the sea anemone is stretching out its little red and purple tentacles. You really have this urge to touch this little sea anemone, but think twice about it. But imagine in your mind how it would feel for those little tentacles to brush upon your hand and tickle you. You remove your hand from the pool and you stand up slowly and you look around. Behind you, up above the beach, there is a grassy bank, and upon the bank you can see 3 little rabbits running around and hopping to and fro. A seagull swoops past and startles the bunnies, and they jump back in their burrow. You continue walking across the sand, step, 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 as you put your feet upon the warm sand, and you come at last across to this little hut. And this little hut is painted in blue and white stripes, which have faded in the sun. You wonder what could be in the little hut. It looks worn, and the wood beneath your hand is worn and chipped. You look inside, look through the window, as you're a little nervous to open the door immediately. And inside you see some old fishing gear, and you see a little boat. You open the door and you walk in, and you look at the little boat. You look at the boat, and you wonder whether you should take it to the shore with you. You pull up the boat, and you drag it across. You drag it across the sand. You think, oh, I will only sit upon the sea in this little boat for maybe 15 minutes or so, and I'll return this boat to whoever's it is inside that shed. So you put the boat upon the water, and you hop in. It rocks gently from side to side, and as you are in the boat, it glides out into the deeper sea. Luckily, there are oars inside the boat, so that you can at least control it. You decide to not go too deep, but use the oars to go along the beach, so you could travel to the other end of the beach and back again. As you grab hold of the oars, the tide picks up, and the strength of the water becomes stronger, as if it's going to pull you away. You fight hard against it, and you keep rowing harder against this sudden surge of water underneath you. And all at once, the water becomes still and calm, and you sit there for a moment, and you lie back in the boat and you look up at the sky. Above you, there are clouds that are floating past you one by one, and you try to see shapes in the clouds. You can see the shape of a triangle. Perhaps it may be an ice cream. And you see the shape of a bear. And perhaps you see a little frog jumping across the clouds. You become lost lost in this daze for a moment, and you've thoroughly enjoyed your cloud gazing. You grab your oars and push off again in the direction of the other end of the beach. When you get part way across, you come across some raised rocks and you wonder whether you can pass through them. You take it easy bit by bit and you move through the rocks, gently manoeuvring yourself and using the oars to push yourself farther enough away from them that you do not get caught upon them. You see more people walking across the beach now and they're watching you. Some wave at you from the shore and you wave back. Hi. Hi. You start wondering whether anybody's missing their boat and you look back towards the little hut. There's no one around and no one in close distance to it, so you carry on. As you go across the beach, across through the water, you see the fish around you. You look closely into the water and they're swimming around the front of the boat. You can see lots of seaweed floating amongst the fish, and the fish splish and splash and create little droplets on either side of the boat, and you wish you had bought some food for them. You're in quite shallow water, so you can see the crabs running along the sand underneath. And you perhaps spy a little jellyfish going swoosh, 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 swoosh. Watching the sea life underneath the boat completely relaxes you, and you feel like this was one of the best spontaneous decisions you could have made. In this moment in time, you're completely lost, and none of your worries or troubles come to your mind at all. You just take in the feeling of everything around you, and you feel the life energy in everything from the sun to the energy of the fish and the water and the movement of the waves. The sun is starting to set in the sky, so you decide to turn the boat around and you move back towards the hut. Your oars splash in the water as they sink beneath the surface of the waves, and the boat glides gently across the sea. As you get to the edge again, you pull the boat out of the water. It's now heavy and sandy and gritty and a little uncomfortable under your hands. You drag the boat across the sand towards the hut, and you make sure that you've dusted it off as much as you can so that it doesn't look like you've stolen this little boat. And you pop it back in the little hut. You close the door and leave it as you found it. You then look across the sea and look across towards the setting sun. The sky is turning shades of pink and orange and yellow and violet, and it makes beautiful patterns across the sky on the clouds. Such a beautiful sight to behold, and you think of the wonder of the earth and of how little all your worries really do matter when you can gaze upon this beauty and the strength and the power of the setting sun. Why do we need to worry about all these trivial things day to day? We are but small, and we make these matters so big. Do they really actually even matter? You walk across the sea, you walk across the sand, up the beach, occasionally glancing over your shoulder to look at the setting sun. And as you step your foot up onto the grass edge, the sun sets. The sky is beautiful and magical and wistful. And you gradually go back towards your home, wherever that may be, and you take the memory of the sun and the memory of the sea and the waves and the fish back with you, and you feel calm and rested as you get shrug off your things. You make yourself a cup of cocoa and you get yourself into bed. You get yourself comfortable. You take a sip. And you close your eyes. And you just imagine and think back to the beautiful experience you've just had. I hope you sleep well tonight. And thank you for joining me. I will see you soon, and I hope your sleep story has helped you to